Across that continent, only 50,000 AIDS victims, only 50,000, are receiving the medicine they need. I asked the Congress to commit $15 billion over the next 5 years, including nearly $10 billion in new money, to turn the tide against AIDS in the most afflicted nations of Africa. This is my country's pledge to the people of Africa and the people of Uganda. You are not alone in this fight.
PEPFAR has supported care for more than 2 million orphans and vulnerable children. And in its first 3.5 years, PEPFAR has supported services for pregnant women to avoid transmission of HIV to their babies.
President Bush's phenomenal program, PEPFAR, which has helped millions around the world receive life-saving treatment.
I had some disagreements with my predecessor, but one of the outstanding things that President Bush did was to initiate the PEPFAR program.
President Bush has probably transformed this effort into the single most important piece of his legacy.
Programs like PEPFAR, which funds AIDS relief.
Mostly in Africa, $6 billion a year, and that's on AIDS. What we've done for AIDS in Africa is unbelievable. We spend $6 billion a year.
In 2003, President Bush called on Congress to create a program to address the worldwide HIV/AIDS pandemic. The President's emergency plan for AIDS relief, known as PEPFAR, was an extraordinary bipartisan achievement of compassion.
But I do want to thank Joe Biden and Dick Lugar from the United States Senate. These men worked together in an incredibly constructive way to get the bill moving. I want to thank you.
I am often critical of the President and his foreign policy and his aid programs, etc. But the President of the United States, George W. Bush, deserves great credit. This will be, if the President did nothing else in his administration, this is justification enough for his legacy to be looked back on favorably because of the phenomenal and dramatic impact this initiative has and will have in the rest of the world.